Hey, what's going on? It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? It's been great to be back on this channel, and we've got a lot to share. As you can tell, that's not our bus, is it? We still do have our bus, but we're going to be working on this bus, I think, for a while. Actually, we'll probably do some changes to our other bus. I'm just walking over to it. Let's switch around so you can see. Look at her. There she is. Boy, I still love the look of that stainless steel. Isn't that nice? Oh, I love it. She still runs real good. A lot of things still to love about it. I think we may update the air conditioners in it here as kind of one final upgrade, but I think we've taken this one about as far as we can, and we want to go further. So let's talk about it. So our new bus here is a 1997 Prevost H3-41, which is a little bit rare. Most of the time you're going to see these as 45s, but we like to camp in smaller spaces. As many of you know, I've taken that thing in all kinds of different places. So the plan is to, well, gut it. You know what? I'm going to give you a tour on it. But first, let me talk about why we are updating to a Prevost H3. A couple of things. The width. This one is 102 inches wide. The MCI is 96 inches wide. So we get that. The other thing is the bay height. Check this out. If nobody's ever seen the inside of some of these modern coaches, I mean, I got this on wide angle view, but look at that. Look at that. And we got 3 of these. I think 2 of these has as much storage as the old ones did. And then we got the bonus one. Maybe 1.5 of these. I don't know. Like, we got decent storage space, but this is just amazing. So, yeah, want a little bit more storage. And then, of course, around back here, hey, we still got our boat that I like to strap on the back of our MC9. I don't know that I'll be strapping this on the back of this one. Maybe, you never know. But this has a Series 60 in it. One of the reasons we wanted to get this was this right here. A Series 60 4-stroke Detroit engine. The old 2-stroke's been great, but let me tell you, I can cruise with this at about 70, 75 up any hill, and she stays nice and cool. This is so far a much better modern platform. Some things I still like about it. I mean, we got our old trusty 50DN here alternator. That's not going to leave us stranded. Hopefully not, but once we get enough solar on it, it's not going to matter. Still has the over-the-road air conditioning compressor there. All kinds of fun stuff. What is this, cleaning kit? I don't know what we're cleaning. A lot of stuff I'm still trying to learn on this. If any of you have any tips or tricks on a Prevost H3, I'd love to learn. Yeah, definitely going to be learning some more about it. That's this compartment here. Been learning about the battery system a little bit. I already accidentally drained it once, but I found there's a master switch here. So, oh, there we go. This has been in service for some time. Yeah, there's different bodge wires and different things that the previous coach company had, but overall, it's still in really good shape. Let's go inside here for a moment. Fully seated still. Oh, I did add one of these things are great. These little Apple CarPlay monitors, super nice for GPS and all that kind of stuff. Love that. I'm gonna turn him off for now. It's got a backup camera that came with it. I guess a radio. I've had fun with this a little bit. I'll start it up here in a moment, but Just didn't want too much noise. It's got power window here. That's kind of fun. What it doesn't have, and I'm working on trying to fix right now, which is part of the reason I was like, hey, I better start recording some of this. I'm going to try and get cruise control working again. Looks like there's wires down there to make it work, but the switches were just gone. Turns out a lot of transit companies, they don't like cruise control because drivers fall asleep. But I don't intend on falling asleep. I just want to save my foot. So there's that. Yeah, this is what she looks like inside right now. Take a good look. We are going to take this into hopefully something amazing. There's two air conditioning systems in here. There's the main one, and then there's this auxiliary system. I'd love to try and, I don't know, somehow keep one or both of them working. We'll see. But even with the one, it feels like we've got plenty of air conditioning power. I'm going to go ahead and start this up here so you can hear how easy that goes. Hopefully easy. So we just go, oh wait, no. The main switch was on there. And then we just, here we go. Let's take a seat here and just chat about what maybe our plans might be. Well, I don't know exactly how fast we're going to be able to move on this. My plan was that we would work on this as we can, as we have time. As a lot of you know, if you followed on our previous channel, not the previous channel, but the previous build, I was pushing and rushing a lot of that. And one of the things I'm hoping to do this time around is to not do that quite as much. I want to try and take my time, do a little bit of better job, and hopefully it still doesn't take quite as long because I feel like I've learned a lot by doing the previous bus conversion. Pretty much anytime you do something, you know, more than once, it's going to go easier the second time around. So as far as build plans go, obviously step one, we got to gut the thing. It is kind of sad to pull all this beautiful interior out, but it's got to go. Jen actually, we went and picked this up together in North Carolina from, used to be Holiday Coach Sales. Now it's called Simple Choice Coach Sales. Great company. Really like working with them so far. All right, sorry, I've had to cut a couple of times because turns out it's like 94, 95 degrees here today, and I think it must be working the compressor a little bit too hard. There's some kind of breaker that keeps tripping on the blower motor, so I don't want to keep pushing that so much, so I turned on the auxiliary air conditioner, that one in the back. We'll see how that goes, but I can already feel it getting a little warmer up here, but I don't know. I just don't want to push that system just yet, but I guess that's good to find out, right? In my heart, I kind of wanted to keep that over-the-road air conditioning system, and I've talked to everybody says, most people don't do it. Somebody told me once, only one person ever did it, and everyone wants to, but nobody usually ends up being able to do it. Maybe they're right, and we should just do mini splits. Definitely going to do mini splits. I'm going to do them a little bit differently than most people do. Of course, got to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to do the heads that are on the wall. I'm going to do an air handler style. So it's got a blower into it, and you mount it somewhere. So I'm still want to do a ducted system. I've just found having air conditioning in one location with many compartments and rooms, I just don't think that's going to work well. So I think I'd rather be able to push the air around where I want it. And I think you can even do 2 or 3 heads on those, so you still get the advantage of that. As far as power and solar goes, 24 volt house bank still makes sense to do because in large degree the alternator is 24 volt. I firmly believe that that's the right way to go on these. My buddy JD, who works with me in the solar business, they just got a new coach as well, and They did a 48 volt, and nothing wrong with that. I just really like the advantage of having that alternator as an additional charge source if I need it. What else are we thinking about? I would like to try and do smart lighting. With doing all the work in the RV solar work lately, I've seen a lot of the way they do CAN bus for their lighting, and I kind of like that idea, being able to turn lights on in one spot and off in another location, or turn them all on, turn them all off, that kind of stuff. That looks really interesting to me, so we're going to see if we can figure out a way to do that. And then, I don't know, for the other stuff, obviously Victron stuff, as much solar as we can fit on the roof, maybe more, we'll see. But other than that, I think our layout's going to be somewhat similar. For furniture, I definitely plan on redoing what I did the last time around, which was taking existing higher quality, like let's say leather furniture, and modifying it to fit rather than making brand new furniture. I would really recommend anyone who's considering doing a bus conversion to do that rather than make your own furniture. Much easier to modify something and you can get it for next to nothing. I did ask the missus about should we do a washer dryer, and because I was thinking maybe we should. She said no, let's not do one. So I guess we're not going to do a washer and dryer in here. I figured if it's just us, maybe we might want that, but yeah. To that point, our family is changing. My oldest now is 19. Going back to the rush on the other one, my kids were much younger. They were 12, 13. I was like, we need to get this thing done so we can travel and make memories and have a good time. But this one is more maybe something that Jen and I may travel in longer, and with probably less kids. Our girls are still 12 and 14, so they would likely still be around with us for a time, but we're not necessarily building it for a family of 6. I would say at least sleeping 4 people comfortably without having to make beds into, or dinettes into beds and couches into beds and that sort of thing. We think with that we'll still be able to sleep, all 6 of us, but I think the boys may come with us a little bit less than the girls might as they get older. So maybe here's something you're wondering. What do I think about the drivability of this one, a Prevost H3 versus a MCI MC9? Well, as you know, on my older MCI MC9, we did a lot of work on the suspension. We replaced bushings, we replaced shocks, we replaced tires, we did balancing on the tires, or we did balancing beads. We really got that ride smooth, and it felt good. This one feels good too, but I think I've got some work to do on it. I actually kind of feel like the front end on this could use a little bit of work. We'll see what we find out. Jen says the back end on this one feels much better, so that's important. On the other one, I've actually never even ridden in the back with when we've been driving, so I don't even know. But love the power on this one. Like I said, I can go uphill 60, 70 miles an hour, no problem. Temperatures haven't been a problem, nothing of that. Although I think it only got up in the 80s when we were going through some mountains last time, but that's one of the big reasons why we're moving away from the MC9 is, do I trust that power plant in 90 plus degree heat in the mountains out west? And that's some traveling we'd like to do. Just looking for something that's going to be a little bit more reliable, and I'm not going to have to watch quite so much. With that MC9, you really got to know how to drive it. If you don't know what you're doing and you drive it like a car, you will overheat the engine like I did early on, and I'm super lucky that the engine is still working well, at least as far as I can tell. We'll start it up here later, I'm sure, later on the channel, as we continue to do some more videos. But yeah, so I don't have anything more, I think, to share on that right now. I know I'm probably not going to get a ton of views on this one because the channel's almost been dead for 2 years, but if you got any questions about this bus or the old bus, or some things you'd like to see on either of them, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, great to see you again. I'm glad you're watching still. So until next time, when maybe we're ripping some seats out of here or who knows what, I will catch you later then. I guess I'll see you then. All right.